I just know that why?
Yeah.
Like why? We already told them we're forever. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Wu-Tang forever.
Why would you do that? When I see the Beatles still going and Bruce Springsteen and these guys,
Yeah, Rolling Stones.
and it's like what? You know what I mean? So
Hey, bro, you said it when you said we told them Wu-Tang is forever.
yeah, and then another fan said that too. I thought they was forever.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. Oh, I've been waiting for this one, man.
Yep.
Legendary Ghostface Killah in the neighborhood. Ghostface, welcome to the neighborhood, bro.
Yo!
Hey, man.
Welcome, baby.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you,
it
bro.
is a pleasure to have you in the neighborhood, bro.
Thank you.
Hey, man, and I gotta say, not even just with the new project, bro, but you have been what E40 would say a veteran and relevant at the same damn time, bro. And you have been such a
respect that.
staple in this thing that we call hip hop, bro.
Thank you.
And you ain't never wavered from who we first met Ghostface as
Right.
until the face Ghostface that's sitting in front of us right now, bro.
Wow.
Hey, man, but
Years, baby.
I know it, but let me tell you, it's had to be a journey for you as well, man. When you guys first get together, and my first introduction to Wu-Tang was Protect Your Neck White Label, right?
Right.
And at one point, I was a bodyguard for a rap group, the Pharcyde.
Pharcyde, yeah.
And literally, bro, we were going from here to Atlanta. That was Jack the Rapper.
Okay.
And that was the first time I saw you guys as Wu-Tang Clan
Wow.
walking in. And at that time, it had to be like, what, like 38,000 members of Wu-Tang back then?
Right. Yeah.
I was like, man, how did they get all these motherfuckers down here?
It's deep.
But I remember, man, we used to be on the tour bus, and that's all we played was Wu-Tang.
Wow.
So when y'all walked in, you know, and it wasn't social media, it was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you walk in, and it was just this presence that Wu-Tang had.
Wow.
Do you feel those days of when that first started with y'all and for y'all, Ghost?
Do I feel them?
Yeah, like
Right now? Or back then?
like right now, like what that felt like.
Oh, what it felt like? Oh man, it was. We was new.
Yeah.
We was new. We was mad young. We was still wild.
Yeah.
It was our dream. Happy to get on, and when we was touching like you know like you said the Jack the Rappers and what's the other one that was
There was Jack the Rapper. There was BRE. There was New Music Seminar. There
All of
was
them.
quite a few. Yeah, because
Yeah.
people used to just make their
Freak
rounds,
Nick,
bro.
all that.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was like it was just I don't know, man. It was a energy, man. It was so fun to be around your brothers and to get the experience like all
Yeah.
things that come with this.
And everything Ghostface was new at that time. huh?
Everything, even me charging the bill. I remember the bill came down. I forgot what the bill was, but my first hotel room, I ordered everything.
Right.
Yeah, everything. The Dan Smalls, you know, Dan, he was like the bill came back. It was like me and Ray, we always shared the room.
Mhm.
And it was like, I just remembering like I think it was like just 12 bottles of Moet.
Oh, Lord.
all types of salmon. So when they came to the door with like all the salmons, all the burgers, it was just mad food. And I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
Hey, man, and
on
then
somebody else's
Right,
expense.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, and you got to think, bro, even with me, man,
Yeah.
everything that we were doing was the first time.
The first time.
You know what I'm
First time.
saying? And this is the
time.
first time, bro, getting on a tour bus for us, getting on a plane
Right.
for me, traveling, everything, man. And you got to think, then Wu was like, y'all made it off of music and lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And did you ever think that when you fast forward, that Wu-Tang would mean what it means to us?
Nah. To be honest with you, none. I just knew when we was coming in, we was coming to wreck.
Mm-hmm.
And I could sit back and I could look at every member in the crew and was like, even before we got on wax, like these guys was nice,
Mhm.
extra nice, like superheroes in the hood. You know what I mean? So as far as rapping. And I just knew that we had a mission to come in to kill everything. But I didn't know that it'd go this far.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like how Biggie was like, hey, you know that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then
Yeah.
think that hip hop would make it this far.
Yeah, I didn't know that it'd go like, especially for us to be like all over the globe.
Yeah, man.
Known, like, you know what I'm saying? We got love at home and, you know, United States.
Yeah.
But when we travel like China and London and hit those Ireland and, you know what I mean? Place that
Hey,
you read
man.
about in your textbooks, It's crazy.
I remember y'all follow around for Japan. And y'all were in Japan, and I'm talking about it literally looked like they took y'all off the block,
Yo,
and just put y'all in Japan. But it was Wu Tang for real, bro.
Right.
And you could see these early on experiences that y'all were having for the first time, and then when you look back in the rearview mirror, everything looked like so meticulous and calculated. But when you looking through the windshield, you don't know exactly where you're going. Right. Like you look at that W, that Wu-Tang logo is forever. Yeah, that shit is on people's bodies, bro.
Yeah, I think about that all the time, yo. I think about that. I'm like, yo, you know how many people that died with that W on?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I just, that's why I'm humble. I just give thanks, man. You know what I mean? You can't give enough thanks to God and just to put you in a position to be a part of something that was so big that we didn't even know, because even the W, that wasn't the first logo we had. We had it with Mathematics said he's the one that drew the W, but he had a guy like just with the head with a head in his hand getting chopped off on some Protect Your Neck. Only the head was there. You know what I mean? But then we thought about it and was like, yo, that's gonna be too much.
Damn, so y'all had the wherewithal to like, man, this can't go everywhere like this.
Yeah, it can't go like that. And then he just drew the bird. And RZA was like, that's it right there. And that was it.
Man, what about early on when it came to Wu-Tang? Who was like, how did that relationship start? When we think about everybody being individuals but collectively being under this Wu, like who's who first? Like, how do y'all meet up? Who's related? Who, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. First of all, RZA, Dirt, and Genius are related. Yeah. They're cousins. They're originally from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? But then they came to Staten Island. RZA came to Staten Island, and Genius was on Staten Island. He had family on Staten Island. So it started with, I guess it might have started with them. You know what I mean? As far, because I follow RZA, but they was from Park Hill. RZA moved to Park Hill. I'm from Stapleton. I'm like 5 minutes away, but a lot of us went to school with each other, the rest of the brothers.
And is this high school or college?
Yeah, junior high school.
Damn.
Junior high school. I mean, right, 49. I was 49. So it's right in the middle between both projects. Like, you got to go to the trail and come through. The high school's over here. We got to walk from the project. It's closer to my side than they side. You know what I mean? And we went to school with each other. Ray, Meth, like just everybody. Deck, everybody was in that same high school. We knew each other. We wasn't hanging with each other. RZA happened to move down to my projects. So, we kind of like got cool through a mutual friend and stuff like that. But I seen this glow on him. I seen a glow on him early on, like, because he was making beats back then. But he had everybody coming to his house, even when he wasn't, like, when he lived over there in their projects, just doing raps, like rapping and stuff like that, So when he moved to my project, he brought his little 4-track down, and, he started making beats and all that stuff. Like, we just became close. But I showed him one day this tape, this karate, because we was in karate flicks. And I showed him a tape called Wu-Tang vs. Shaolin, right? And when he seen it, because we used to be down in my projects, we used to call the 40 ounces, the Old English was the Wu-Tang and the Ballantine Ale was a Shaolin. Right. You know what I mean? So I gave him the tape, and he went and he checked it. And all I could remember in my mind is him coming back to me saying, like, yo, I want to make this a group. I want to make Wu-Tang a group. You know what I mean? And I was sitting on the bench in the basketball court. He came, and I think he might have gave me back the tape. And it was on right there. We didn't get on right since then. Right. You know what I mean? It took a little bit of time, whatever the case may be. We went out. I went out, was making money out of town and this and that and the third. Came back, and that's when it really jumped off. Like, but he already was on. He got on. He got a record deal within that time with Tommy Boy. Yeah. And Genius had Cold Chillin'. So it just went to like that. And then when we got to that first record, he just called everybody, because we already knew what we was going to do, because we always talk about it, because me and him was close. So he'd say, when this one come home, this and that and third, so we doing Protect Your Neck. He said, everybody had to put $50 in just to pay for the studio time. And that's what happened. We made that record. We made After first, and then Protect Your Neck. We just got everybody, bro. And then from that record right there, then that's when it was on.
Hey man,
It
just
was on.
watching that from the beginning on our end, and you
Right.
got to think we from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the impact that we saw with Wu Tang, bro, was beyond extraordinary. You know, and people can look at it now and say, "Oh man, it was, you know, it should have happened." But we were watching something that I was like, when y'all walked into that hotel in Atlanta, we looked like them motherfuckers are here. You know what I'm saying? That was
Wow.
just the presence
Wow.
that Wu Tang had, and everything looked genius. No pun intended.
Right,
But
right, right.
you know
I
what I'm
got what you-
saying?
I got what you-
Everything looked genius.
Right.
And to fast forward and see what you guys do collectively and individually, and how you guys can still get on stage, and it's still this feeling, and there's still new music. Like even with the new music, right? It sounds like Ghostface. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like you,
right.
Ghostface, you never got goofy on us.
Right.
You know, and you knew how to keep us in the street. You know how to keep us in the club. Like everything was always perfect for us.
Right.
And is that what you try to capture on the newest project as well?
Yeah, it's like, you know, where I left off on the first album, you know, people gravitated to it.
Mhm.
Like I feel on my first album, I was kind of like in the dark. You know what I mean? It was like things wasn't going well for me. You know what I mean? That's when I found out that I became a diabetic at that time, and things was just gloomy, man.
Mhm.
That's when all that Delphonics thing was going
Right,
on.
right.
But anyway, yeah. So it was just I didn't, and I had, you know what happened? I had to hurry up and do that album. I think I had like 2 months to do it before the quarter was out, and you know
Oh,
what I mean.
yeah,
This-
yeah.
You know, and I'm new to it. I just know Ray got one and this and that and the third, but I had to hurry. I'm a slow writer. I don't write fast, so I take time to get ahead and okay, let me do this and do that. So it's just like my first album to me. It's all right. It's colorful because I did the album cover, but it's like I know I could have. Where I left off in Cuban Links, I could have came, and I wanted to go in that realm, but I had to hurry up and try to write to do that because they had a deadlines. That's why I don't work with deadlines no more.
Right. And
You know what I
especially
mean?
today,
Yeah.
that, like, stop it.
Right.
My record come
Exactly.
come out when I
And when I'm ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that. You can't because you can't rush this.
You can't rush
You know what I mean?
greatness.
Because then when it goes left, then it's like, yo, you blame me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So I just try like to give it a little bit of a feel from where I left off at on the last Supreme
Damn.
Clientele. That was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So this
Why
one.
does this one get Supreme Clientele 2 though? You know what I'm saying? Through
Right.
everything we could have had a Supreme Clientele 2
Yeah.
within these 25 years.
Oh, exactly. But you know what? I just kept certain records to the side that I felt Mike can make it, and kept them in the stash.
And we're talking about some records, like I saw one where you said it was 2003.
yeah,
That
yeah.
which record was that?
It's a couple of them. It's Metaphysics.
Okay, Metaphysics. That because
Yeah.
I got Metaphysics now.
Right.
And Metaphysics, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, 2003.
Yes. Yeah, because certain records it had that feel to me. So I'm like, yo, you know what? Just put that in the vault. Keep that in the safe there.
But did you know you were putting things in the vault for Supreme Clientele 2, or you just putting things in the vault?
I was putting them in there what I thought that could have made the cut on Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I just put there what I felt at that time when I'm doing it. Like, okay, this might have a little feel. I'll stash it for Supreme.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why on this album here, I got a couple, maybe like 3 or 4 of them from back then that I got, plus whatever I'm doing right now. So, you know, and it just took time.
How do you not get in your own way with so many like classics and y'all set the bar
It's
high?
hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Are you in competition with yourself too, though? Ghost?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I have to listen, when you're trying to create something that's great, you, like I just told you, you have to take your time, bro.
Mhm.
I don't care what it is and is. I have to see it first because I gave y'all my mind on the first one. You know what I mean? I didn't ask nobody or this and that and the third. I went for what I felt.
Mhm.
So I gotta trust me first.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna ask you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna ask him to be like, yo, you know what? If y'all say, nah, I don't think, tell me why you said no, that this shouldn't go on. So I had a bunch of records, like 30-something records or whatever. So I'm trying. The hardest part of making the album for me is picking out the records that you need to fit, because I create vibes. I'm a vibe dude.
Yeah, and you can
I
tell
don't
by
want
the new
you
project,
fast
too.
forward in my music. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta go through. I gotta see what fits right. I gotta critique it. Like, this sounds just like it should be the first, right? All right, cool. We agree. What could come after that? I gotta play every one of those records against that record just to get a feel, and I gotta do that for all these records. You know what I mean? And that's the longest. That's the hardest part. Naming it is the hardest part. And well, it was something else. I just was thinking about that the other day though. But yeah, it's like the music is easy.
Right.
It's just that.
So even when you
Order.
say picking the songs too, right?
Right.
And then when I listen to the album, are you just as hard on the sequence too? Because even with the
Yeah,
sequence, the vibe,
That's what I'm
and the
trying to tell you.
skits, and you know what I'm
gotta
saying?
know where to put the skits at the right time, where it might need to be to break up a little bit.
Because even with Zoom, I think when I got
Right.
to Zoom,
Right.
I think I was probably in with skits and songs. I was probably in like 17, 18.
Right.
You know, or
Right.
15 before I
Right.
got to before you get
got
to Zoom.
before you get to
So-
Zoom. Exactly. Because
so
it's like
yeah,
17,
the
16 on it.
sequence.
The sequence.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And even then, when you hear it at this completed like that, I still might have dealt with, I probably could have been like, yo, you know what? Just shave 2 more records off just to get ahead. Because sometimes you don't got to, people get caught up in like, I need 20 joints.
Right.
I need this. You don't need that. You just need the right feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's it. It's a feeling, the right vibe just to carry you out, I bow. And that's where the mistake I had on my other previous albums, thinking that you needed this many and then you needed skits. No, sometimes it don't call for skits. It might not call for it. You might just want to just bang them all straight through, bow, and just
But
get 'em
why
out of there.
with Clientele 2 and Supreme 2, why did you feel, because even with skits,
Yeah.
that show, because now everybody is so single, and not even
Right.
single, now it's like, man, if I just got the hook, if I got the viral, if I got the TikTok.
Right.
So when you think about it, when you think about skits, then you're looking for not the trailer. I want you to watch the album. I want you to watch the
Right.
movie.
The movie.
Yeah, man.
That's it. That's it. It's just, I'm gonna try to give you a Scorsese flick right now, and that's it. But I have to think. I have to take my time. I have to get the right beats, the right feel. Now I got more fire stuff left, but it just ain't make it. It just ain't make it.
How do you not, you know how all your kids are beautiful? How do you not pick the, like
Right.
like how do you leave it? You know?
You know what?
And then now we know that you can leave a song for 20 plus years.
Right.
You know, how do you, what's the pecking order? What's the process of elimination?
You gotta just see what fits.
Mm-hmm.
If it sounds good, great coming in after that, like, yo, I like how that go together. Keep it.
Right.
But it could be another banging record, but but it slows it down now because that beat's slow. Like, I don't want to get slow. I like to start fast.
Right.
I like to go fast,
So you
then
oh.
slow it somewhere in the middle, bring it back up a little bit, you know what I mean, and then just go out.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know what I
movie.
mean? It's 3 sets to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I look at albums like this, like if I'm really writing a movie, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, here you know, I don't like starting slow. It's almost like a basketball game. You know what I mean? How you might get a Golden State or a Lakers might just run the floor, just run, let's go. Come in here, you slow it down a little bit, have enough energy to get ahead and pick them up to leave back out. That's if it calls for it. You know what I mean? So I got some other songs, like you said, the Zoom joint, that you know what? I tried to fit in earlier, whatever, but on this album here, it's so much, it's like, and I could be wrong. This is just what I'm just going off of, but when I lined them up, yo, it took me days just to find the order. Like, I'm talking about like 2 or 3 weeks to get the proper order, which you felt that you could ride to without pressing fast forward.
Because even with, is it Love Me Anymore? Like,
yeah.
Nas don't show up.
Yeah.
Until, and
Right.
you would think somebody would
Right.
come out the gate.
Right.
Be like, oh, I got that Nas.
Yeah,
I got that Nas.
Right, come
but
out.
you're like, nah.
Yeah,
You know
and don't
what
get
I'm
me, I
saying?
wanted to.
Right.
I wanted to, but I'm looking at the feel of the music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking like where the music is going. Okay, but I don't want to put every gun up there in the front, all my big guns.
Gotcha.
So it's like then by the time you get to them other 5 records left, and it's like, it start like you know what,
Yeah.
y'all, let me get out of here, and whatchamacallit. Nah, I don't want you to walk away that fast.
Hey man, Rap Kingpin, the way that y'all flip, check out my melody. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some, you know how there's some where it's like you don't touch it.
You don't touch
unless you touch it right.
Right.
And you touched it right.
Nah, thank you. God
And
bless.
you touched it right,
Ooh,
bro. Like
God bless. God bless. You know, 'cause I got that. I had a show in Cincinnati, right? And I had Scram Jones DJing for me. Shout out to Scram, right? So, but I always wanted to rhyme, do Mighty Healthy off of
like
check out. Off of check out. Just not even flip it. Let me just rhyme off of just check out. Let me just rhyme off of check out my melody. You know what I mean? Let me do the Mighty
But you
Healthy.
put the lyrics on top of check out my melody.
Off of check out my
Dope.
like I wanted to do it at that show that night. You know what I mean? To do that. But you know DJs, they get creative. So he just messed around and was like, oh, okay. He just merged it in. Merged it like, oh shit. I said, yo, do that again? And it was fat. He be doing Scram be doing stuff by accident. And it come out to be like, yo, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, boom. I don't even know if we did it that night, but I'm like, yo, keep that. So I told him, when we get back home, I need that. I need you to whatchamacallit. And that's what it was. So it would just emerge. Yeah.
Hey man, early Ghostface, man, we didn't see your face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. And it gets to a point where did you pull off the Ghostface thing? Is it, for one, I hear certain things, you know.
Right.
Oh, he was on the run. He didn't want to show his face.
Right.
And then I always thought, I was like, man, Wu Tang became so popular, I would have just taken the shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we first get an introduction to Ghostface and we don't see you,
Right.
what made you take off and where we could see you?
To be honest with you, I couldn't breathe in that shit. Excuse my language. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hold on.
Hey, man.
Nah.
Ghost, hold on. Bro, I got like 30 years of questions.
Yeah.
And I never thought, like, man, bro can't breathe.
Yeah. Yo, because it was like, I didn't have the masses that we got now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted it.
You look at Kanye like, man, what kind of mask he wearing? He's breathing and everything through that motherfucker.
Exactly. So then you got the Doom that came out with the mask and all that. It was like, but then it's like, God, yo, listen, man, I just had a stocking cap.
Right.
And it's like my words are slurring. The stocking is probably mad wet. You know what I mean? Just from spitting in there. Yeah. So it was like,
Can't get no water in the
and then you gotta
mask.
remember, when you got the stocking cap on, right? It's like it's holding your eyes down.
Yeah.
So it's like, on stage it's dark, like, you know what I mean? So you really can't really see
You
shit.
got health hazards. And
Yeah,
shit.
all that shit. You go around pass out. So I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, yo, this got to come off, man.
Yeah, man.
Because I need a real mask. And if I would have had a mask, I probably would have never took it off.
Hey man, honey, just Google Ghostface Killah, so I can just look. And when you see from Wu Tang, but when you would see the mask, I never thought in all this time that you took it off because, hey man, I'm dying over here, bro.
It was too much.
I'm dying
too
over
much.
here.
It was like, yo, just you know what, man, just come out. I would have never came out that mask. I would have never came out the mask if I would have had a right mask.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He was like, man,
shit.
he was like, I love hip hop.
Yeah.
Am I dying for hip hop though right now? Like, nah.
You know what I mean?
Hey man,
You messing, man. I might have revealed it right now.
yeah, right.
Doing Supreme Clientele.
Right.
That was that mask, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Stocking caps. Stocking cap days. Stocking cap days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, but that's crazy because that was one of those things too. It didn't seem like a gimmick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it didn't seem like a gimmick, and then when you came out of it,
Right.
it didn't seem like it wasn't no thing.
Right.
You know, because
Right,
it could have became a gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
but there's
course.
just some things that last in hip hop too.
Right.
And that's one of those things. Do you ever put the mask back on during shows?
I tried it a couple of times.
Right.
Even with not the last Wu
I
show.
thought
the
you
Wu
was
show
gonna pull that
before
shit off and look like me.
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
no. I was like, this motherfucker gotta be toe up. Like, I would have took my mask off. They would have been like, please put that back on.
Right. Yeah, you should have kept it on.
Yeah, put that thing back on.
Nah, it was like when I did that, it was just like you said, it wasn't really nothing, man. I just took
Right.
it off and it was just like, all right, boom, we off to the races now.
Hey man, and I gotta ask you this, cause I told you about how the first time we saw you guys as Wu Tang.
Right.
And then man, what was Old Dirty Bastard like? Cause we have this Old Dirty Bastard thing where we see him. And you know, I've seen Old Dirty. I remember one time I was in Compton and Old Dirty came walking out of the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's him.
yeah, you know what I mean?
That's him. He go anywhere. He don't care. Like he's so much. His soul. I don't think I met another person like him as far as the soul and as far as how real he was. Like in my life. You know what I mean? He was he'd be at and the memories I be having of him was like, yo, he'd come to my house. You know, my mother and them they was drinkers. He'd come fit right in and just drink. And my mother used to sing and sing. Him and my mother were doing duets together.
Oh my
just
God.
singing in the kitchen with all my mother's drinking friends in there and stuff like that. Like, but that I hope that we
Could be together.
Yeah,
soon.
that shit.
And
This
he
guy
doing the old
just,
dirty wild.
Yeah. All of that. So I'm like, yo, but it was just like, you know, he was just him. Like I kind of like got close to him. He asking me for a piece of my sandwich. You know what I mean? Like we at Riz's house. I got a little hero. You know what I mean?
Right.
At that time it was pastrami and cheese, heated up, banging, mad nice. You know, this guy gonna come over here like, yo, can I get a piece of that? Like I didn't really know this guy.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But he asking me like, yo. So I gave it to him, and this is him. Word to my mother, that's the best sandwich I ever ate. Word to my mother, word to my babies, that's the best. But everything was word to his babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yes.
Hey, man, how
but, you know,
old?
but he ain't fronting, though. You know what I mean? Because it was a good, but it was like, he always be like, yo, word to my babies, got word to my, yo. And me and him just got real solid.
How old are you, or young are you guys when y'all first meet?
This had to be, maybe like 19,
That's
19,
crazy,
18,
bro.
something like that.
Hey, man, I remember one time you guys were out here doing our Arsenio Hall show, right?
Yeah.
And this before I got into radio. So I was doing a lot of different things before I got into radio.
Right.
And one of my things, too, I used to do the burner phones, right?
Mm.
And so I would do ODB, I'd do Dirt's phone.
Right.
So I met him at the hotel one day, right? So I'm hooking up the phone, so on and so forth. And I don't know what lobby call was for you guys.
Okay.
Y'all left.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Hold on. And he was in the room?
He was in the room.
And we left.
And y'all left to do Arsenio.
Wow.
So we literally had to put him in our car and drop him off.
Right.
To go do Arsenio Hall show.
Dirt. That's
Yeah,
dirt,
man.
man. That's dirt. That's
Yeah.
dirt. Like I tell you, he was special. He was the man with the soul.
Mm-hmm.
He was a soul. He's a soul baby. And it was like, even when we lost him, it was like, yo, that was a real blow.
Yeah.
I told my guys on stage all the time when his son, because his son does his part.
Yes, sir.
But I'm like, yo, if Dirt was here with the rest of us, don't you know it'll be something like, oh my God, because his stage performance was like, Meth get busy.
Yeah.
That's my brother. He's the Energizer Bunny. Meth is superstar. He's superstar.
Yeah, he is, and especially now. You know
Now,
I'm saying?
what?
Yeah,
But
man.
mix Dirt in with him, applied to the rest of us. They're like that. It's like, yo, it's too much. It's too much. They probably been passing out in the crowd just by watching, like, oh my, what the hell am I seeing?
And that's what I say, you guys individually too, though, bro.
Right.
Is like everyone carries themselves so well, and then y'all carry the
Right.
group
Right, the
so
group.
well, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And even back to Old Dirty, bro. I would love Old Dirty with Wu, Old Dirty by himself, and you never knew which ODB was showing up.
Never knew.
Like that motherfucker dude, when he would do something and he'd just
Yes. Yep. That's it. That's what you gotta do. He do that on stage. Yeah, if he do that,
Yeah.
the crowd going,
Yeah,
he don't
bro.
gotta say nothing.
Yeah, it's like Michael Jackson's stare. Like when
Right.
Michael would come out and just stare, and
Right.
then he'd take the
Right.
glasses off.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I would just
And
look at.
that's how it was.
Yeah, man.
I seen him. It's like, I see him, because to me, it was always like, Meth don't know, but it was always like Dirt, because after Meth go, Dirt go. Like when we used to do our shows back in the days. And I be right there with Dirt. I know his mind, I know everything. But I see him over there just looking at Meth, tapping his feet. He seeing Meth get all that love, and I know Dirt. Dirt want that. He want that. So when he step out, he'll just go, like you just said, right in the front of the stage and won't say nothing. And just look.
And get everything.
And it just goes in the uproar. Like, what? Like, come on, B. And
how is the friendly competition Like even with that, when Method get his and
Right.
old Dirt, Dirty over there like tapping his foot.
Yep.
How there had to be as individuals and as men and as artists and just men.
Right.
There had to be some kind of competition with y'all.
I mean,
Family
but
competition.
it's always competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get in there, we try to create albums, and don't get me wrong, it's like I said, I'm a slow writer. But when I see Deck and Ray, they fast writers. Like they just be like, they go ahead and go in. I gotta challenge that.
Yeah.
I gotta really I say a lot of my work, like when I was at that time, because you gotta hurry up. I don't like deadlines. So I don't like when you gotta just do this, and especially when the beat riding, and I'm around. I don't like writing around a bunch of people. You know what I mean? So even for those albums, I really didn't really show all the way up dealing with albums like that, like the way that I could have been if I just had my space and stuff like that, and then wrote the rhyme and then came in and laid it. But it's always a competition. We used to do songs where everybody did. If you didn't hear me on that song because I couldn't mess with it.
Really?
Yeah, so you don't put your vocals on it. It was like that. We kept it 100 against you. Said, no, you don't belong on that. You don't belong on that.
So you can call yourself off a record and somebody else could call you off the record?
Yeah, they call me off the record. If I know that my thing ain't standing with them like that, I can't get on. I can't get on. Like, this one ain't for you.
That's crazy.
That's it. But you gotta do that
that's
to your
the
friends.
genius of
Because
it,
everybody think they nice.
Yeah.
You know, and you're gonna be wrong. You could be nice, but you might not fit on there because Genius might just murder that. Deck might have just, you know what I mean, kill him. Like, you know what? Let me leave that alone. Because I'll be the weakest link on that.
And you knew it.
You knew it.
Yeah, and they knew it too, though.
And they know it. And they gonna tell you. Back then we told each other. Now it's like, you know what? You know what I mean? It ain't like back in the day. It don't like that because a lot of us had to sit out. Like, yo, you know what? That's just what it is. I don't get to go. What's next?
And that never was an ego blow, or that's just the way it was.
I don't know what people felt in their heart.
Right.
But
Hey, man. Feel like did the project come out right or not? By the time you heard it, Big, was it banging like a motherfucker? All right, well, we did it right there.
That's why I said you can't just overload stuff. You got to know when to chill. Going back to how the record is, like I can't just because that record is it's a dope record, but I can't fit it in. It's just not because it's dope, but it just takes the thing off. So you gotta just. That's when we kept it a buck with each other back then. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man, what's the difference between when because you would think with Wu, right? You would say, okay, all I need is the verse. And you would even call the verse off because you was like, I'm not up to par on this one.
Right.
But what is it like now when you do your solos and it's like, if it's not a feature, I got all three verses. And maybe and the hook and everything. Is that just as challenging too? Because you don't. One thing I know about you too, Ghostface, you don't waste words.
Right.
And y'all are very intricate. Y'all not like me in the place to be rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all motherfuckers be mathematics and you know what I'm saying?
Like mix everything going
bro.
there. Everything.
Y'all done taught us science and all kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the difference when it comes to like, man, I gotta write all of them?
Right. I mean, that's just more work.
Yeah.
It's just more
Same
work.
rule applies though. If it ain't right,
listen, I'll do. Me, my thing is that I'll catch maybe like 3/8 of a verse because 16 bars is a verse. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you could do 12. But if I'm doing 16, I might write 3/8 to know which way I could start this.
Right.
I'm gonna start this because every time you think you started something, it ain't really sometimes don't wind up like how you think in your mind.
And you're back away from it?
Hell yeah. So I'll be like this, yo, what sound better? I tell my man Wiggs, like, yo, what sound better? Like that or whatever. So he'd listen to him, or because I have it down, I'd be like, I say it to him, then I can be like, oh, check this out. I started this one like that. Bow. Sometimes none of them might not work. You know what I mean? So I gotta be like, hold on. I don't rush it, just fall back, get it again, and I might not get it that day.
So you'll walk away from it.
I might come back 2 weeks later or whatever. I'm going to get it. You know what I mean?
Was that ever a problem with you as a solo artist and you as a group? Like, did people say, like, man, come on, man? Like, and then, like, it seemed like you were also the one, like, I've seen Dr. Dre erase tracks And I'm like, man, that motherfucking track was amazing.
Right.
Are you also the one where people be like, no, that's it, you got it? You're like, nah, that ain't it. Like,
you know what it is? I'm trying to listen to as well, but in my mind, I'll if it's me, I might just, if I'm not comfortable with it, I'm gonna be like, I could get that better.
Right. So it's you in competition with yourself too, though.
Always in competition with myself. Like you said earlier. From
critical on yourself?
Mad critical on myself. Like, because I know what I want. And if I don't got what I want and I'm just trying to rush it, even when it goes out, I'm not gonna feel comfortable.
Damn.
You know, I'm not gonna feel.
And you said you've felt uncomfortable before.
Yeah.
So it's even different and more meticulous probably today.
You know why I feel like that? Because I know me.
Right.
I know where I can go. I know where I want to go. It's almost like you gotta have it. Like, you know what I mean? So for anything less that don't hit the soul like other records had did, then it's like, you know, even though the guys might like this one, but it's like, I'm me. You don't know what I feel in my heart.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying, though.
Dude, and I get it. I overstand what you're talking about too.
Right.
Because even there's certain things that I do, right? And I'm like, damn, I could have did that better. You know, I do these prank call phone taps with, and I'm like, that don't hold up to this one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you. Yeah.
But you're checking yourself also. You're in competition with yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, what's on the radio?
Yes.
What's going on with this person? It's competition, Ghostface versus Ghostface.
Yeah. I don't care what's going on outside of me. I'm not even looking at that. I'm just looking at like, yo, these words and how to play with these, how to put them together right. How to say the right thing on this record, what needs to be said on a record. Because they don't know that it's the record a lot of the times that draw you to be what need to be said on it. You know what I mean? Like if the record sound like, it just sounds like somebody got murdered in the rain, then that's what I'm gonna go with. Cause that's what I see. And I'm gonna get ahead and I'm gonna script that just like that. And until I get, I get the right words, I put them together and then there you go. You got it. You got a movie. And that's just what it is. It's the beat that, like when I did All I Got Is You, it was the beat. With Mary J. Blige, it was the beat that drew me in to say what I said on that record. You know what I mean? We're so emotional and say it with so much pain and emotion and taking you this way and letting you know the personal things that went on in my life since a little kid.
You know what I love about that too, bro, is that you've always, and Meth too, y'all always been able to go there too. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all could be the most gangster, whatever it may be, the realest, but then y'all also knew how to bend and be like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, bro, cause this
make
is real
anthems
life.
On that side too,
it's
though.
Real life, man. Everything ain't you ain't gotta wear a gun on your waist every time.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? This is real life, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's what you got with the album as well. Right. And I literally just got the album yesterday. And it's available on the 22nd for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I was going to bootleg it, but I was like, oh, that's my guy. but no, even with that, when you say that you don't carry a gun on your side all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I was talking about with the sequencing as well. Like, this is life right here.
Yes.
And that's what the album feels like. And that's why I tell people, like, I listened to the album. I wrote in on it this morning and had it last night and was listening today and shared some with the team today. But that's what life is. And I think also when people say, oh, Tupac was contradicting. He was contradicting himself. He dear mama, then this. And I was like, but that's life. There's days when I want to be beautiful with something. And then there's one day when I'm like, man, fuck this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it could be in the same day.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. And people don't understand that. You know what I mean? It's like you got good, you got bad, man. You wake up like this, you wake up like that. You know, happy, sad. You know what I mean? Right, wrong. It's like, it's both sides. You know what I mean? So, we come from where we come from and you rap about this. But at the end of the day, man, when you see something beautiful, it's beautiful,
like, bro. I can't talk about that.
It's beautiful. A bird's chirp is beautiful. Like, you got to just go to sun, man. It's like, it's beautiful. So, you got to go into there. Like, I've never been like a one-dimensional rapper or MC, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Because hip-hop is everything. It's whatever you want it to be, because knowledge is infinite. It could go in there, like, you could play some elevator music, and I might catch an elevator bar.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I mean? But this is where it goes. So, you know, that's for the writers out there.
Hey man, when we look at the project now, Supreme Clientele 2,
Right.
is that years in the making?
Yes.
You know, yeah. So even when we say, oh, you know, I had some, you know, from 2003, you know, some people say, man, I locked in for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I locked in for 4 months because I knew I was putting this album together.
Right.
But this is like years.
Right. I saw some of them. Like, I got records. I got records that was from back then, 14 years that I didn't even use. Like, you know what I mean? Because it didn't fit. It didn't fit. 'Cause I didn't want to just get stuck all the way back in. Now I had to do songs like right now too, where there's a balance.
Yeah.
As I tell you, it's a balance. You got to do them where it's a balance. Oh, okay, and know where to put them old records at, and know where to slide the new ones in, so you could just have a balance. And that's what I think I did for the most part for this album right here. So, you know, it's I don't know. Everybody sees rap on how they see it.
Mm-hmm.
When you see me, you just seeing rap on how Ghostface see it.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Gotcha.
That's it. He sees it how
your
he see it.
presentation.
This is me. This is my movie. You know what I mean? And that's it. And I like doing bodies of work. I like when I do a body work. You could do a single, you could do that, but not. But it puts me to the test to do a body of work that I love. Like I did other albums, you know what I mean? 36 seasons over here, and these. And that's for other people. They got me to write them. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all need to write this, whatever. And I did it. You know what I mean? But now it's time to get back.
This yours.
To me.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what you
And you
got.
feel like you nailed it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, because I had
Like,
so
when
many,
we out.
I had so many, that's right. So I had so many good records that I just wondering, like, okay, even for this one here, like, should have took it, like, you know, just to get more of an impact, 2 records off at least, just to like, because like I said, everything don't got to be this many records. You know what I mean? I don't want the people to get up and just fast forward or just walk away from it. You know what I mean? And scrolls it down. But you know what? For the most part, yeah, I nailed it.
Right. And then you always could do where you'll say, man, I could have took 2 off. But then also you had enough where you could have put 2 more on.
But the 2 I was going to take off, you got the brothers like, nah, don't take that off.
Yeah.
So am I just, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I'm stuck. Like, hold on. But then again, you know, and the ones that's telling me like, yo, to keep it on, it's like, these are my brothers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, nah, what you doing? You gotta have that in there
that you can listen to.
Yeah, that been there by my side. So, but me, you know, I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn.
When's your birthday?
May 9th.
Okay.
I'm stubborn. You know what I mean? So it's like I just like to listen to myself a lot of the times.
Hey, dude, as soon as you said I'm a Taurus, man, both of the ladies like, huh.
We looked at each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they know all the sign shit and like.
Oh yeah.
Is that bad? Good?
I don't hear anything bad about Tauruses.
Really
Yeah.
though?
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
They would have said it too, though. 'Cause
Right.
They ain't scared of you. Yeah, they ain't scared of
Oh,
nobody.
that's
right.
Especially little feisty ass motherfucker right here.
Oh, right there. Oh, okay.
Something going on in her life, man.
Right. Oh, yeah.
She ready to start knuckling up or something. I don't know.
Like that, right? Early in the morning too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, man.
Oh snap.
Do you have a Mount Rushmore of Wu Tang songs?
What you mean, like?
Like 4 songs that, like, man, these are my favorite songs from us.
Of Wu Tang songs?
Yep.
I never looked at it like that because we have so much of a catalog that just like, yo, is big. I never looked at like, yo, what's your top 4?
Right.
Even of my own stuff, like I don't know what the top is. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
That's a
it's
good
like,
problem
it's like
to have,
that.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
hell
guess
yeah,
so.
it is,
You know what I mean? But
because some people can't name 4.
Right.
Just period.
Right.
Like,
yeah, nah, man. It's a blessing at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah,
it's
man.
a big blessing. I give all praises due to the Most High because I know where it started from. And to still be here 30-something years later, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, I don't know, man.
and then
people don't get that.
not just 30 years later, but 30 years later on top of your shit.
Right.
Looking good,
Right.
looking healthy, on fire, headlining shows.
Respect. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so it's a different. Like, even when I stepped out and I saw you right now, I was like, man, this motherfucker looking better than you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because I'm telling you, man, I want y'all to look fucked up.
Right.
Just so it can make
That's crazy.
so Ghostface can make me just feel better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
we
stood up
cool.
all quick. I was like, the dude knees are good. And,
Oh, hell no. Oh, these knees.
oh, really though?
Oh, it's front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stood that quick.
But are they yours though?
Oh, yeah, they mine.
Yeah, see, you got
Hey,
yours.
well, hold on.
My knees are somewhere in Chicago right now.
Oh, all right. I ain't go that far yet.
Yeah.
Shit, but trust me, if I had to get a fake one, you know what I mean? Shit, sign me up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
man.
Early.
Hey man, but did we see the last, as you know, the last Wu Tang tour?
Nah.
Right. Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, personally, I don't know what RZA got in his mind.
Right.
But I just know that why?
Yeah.
Like, why? We already told them we're forever. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Wu-Tang forever.
Why would you do that? When I see the Beatles still going and Bruce Springsteen and these guys,
Yeah, Rolling Stones.
and it's like, what? You know what I mean? So
Hey, bro, you said it when you said we told them Wu-Tang is forever.
yeah, and then another fan said that too. I thought they was forever. My man in the crowd listening to one fan cry, and he said that like, yo, I told you. He got even worse when it was the last record and he was about to say peace. I thought they told us it was forever. It was like, that's what you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, but I've been saying that.
Hey,
though.
man, what about when you saw the crowd flip? And let me explain this. Because early Wu-Tang was us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, us.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, people would cut
Yeah.
us, you know?
Right.
And then you would go to a Wu-Tang show, and if you didn't know it was a Wu-Tang show, and not by merch or whatever, but if you just took it to the crowd,
Right.
you wouldn't know what kind of show you were at.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? By what
Exactly.
the Wu-Tang world audience looked like.
Right.
When did you guys, or did you notice a flip where you was like, hey man, y'all peeked the curtain on, you was like, man, it's all white motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it just grew into it. Like I didn't know. Like, you know what I mean? I know that when we did that Rage Against the Machine, a couple of it just started really going from there. You know, and then I don't know the exact time. I know that it turned.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was just like, yo, and it was just like when we got to there, that's when I started knowing, like, yo, man, because I didn't really know, but people was like, yo, y'all rock stars.
Yeah,
They're like
man.
this and that and the third. Like, yo, but I still was like missing my people too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
right.
So like I could go over there with kissing Locks, Sheik Luch, and then we be on the road on some Wu Block stuff. So I'm like, so when me and Sheik is out there and shit, I'm like, yo, man. I said, yo, it's this, you know, it's the crowd. This, you know what I mean? I miss being around my people, and you know what I mean? And he like, yo, he looking at the crowds that I do,
Yeah, he
and
like,
be
man,
like, yo, this is like that. But yo, it's almost like you got to be pulling both sides of the fence, like, you know what I mean?
Hey man,
like,
and y'all could really do that forever, bro, because you got to think where y'all taking hip hop.
Right.
Around the world, the stamps that y'all got in y'all passports, the people that never met you guys,
Right.
that's rocking a Wu-Tang shirt, a tattoo. There's a
praises.
feeling
There's a
that people have when it comes to Wu. And even when we talk about even like a residency, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hip hop didn't have residencies.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where it was like y'all be here and wait, they gonna show up? We didn't have residencies, bro.
Right, nope.
You know what I'm
Nope.
saying?
Yeah.
And especially to do it y'all way.
Right.
That's crazy because we're especially as a genre, we're in a genre that's fickle, and they're even more fickle. You know, you hear today, you gone tonight. And
Right.
you guys been on a lot of marquees with a lot of people for whatever reason.
Right.
They don't have the marquee anymore or right now. But y'all always could call out and say, man, this never goes away.
Right.
And people show up.
Right.
That's got to be extreme. What do you do with that power, though? And especially early on, man, did you understand the power and did you take it the wrong way sometimes?
I didn't understand the power.
Right.
I didn't. I just knew I was in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you
Did you ever misuse it?
I don't know. Like, I just know when you on the outside looking in, when you on the outside looking, it's different. It's like, yo, when your man's in them, yo, I had to grow to see how big this was. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're
you get
in
older.
the middle
you in
of
it.
it.
When you in it, when you
Yeah.
in it, you don't see what the other people see.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm just doing it. Yeah, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Get my money, nigga, and that shit. You know what I mean? But when you on the outside, when you
Yeah.
on the, and you could really like now, I take it and I'm like, yo, you know what? This is a blessing. And I look at my brothers when we come together, because we don't see each other every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when we come together, and then you really, because I'm a thinker, so I look and be like, yo, we really here. Look at these people. Look at that. They feeding us. Look at the catering. Look at that. Yo, it's 20-something thousand people outside. And we headlining. And we one man down, dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think of all that like that. And that's why I say all praises is due. Like, yo, I didn't know that we was going to get to where, I knew that we was going to come and wreck shop.
Right.
But I didn't know it'd last, and we would have, you know, the people are just like, because they calling us like a cult. Like, it's like we got like a cult following.
Man.
Like,
Hell
yo,
yeah.
I need y'all to come to America and just come over here and just go crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
man.
it's like that.
And I've said this before, man, and think about this, man. Every Wu-Tang member individually, every rap that you've written, every time that you guys went on stage, every time that you hear, you know, something on radio, satellite, concerts, see a tattoo, anything, the albums, everything that's connected to Wu-Tang, right? What would we miss if somebody hit a delete button and we didn't get none of it? That's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Each
That's
and
crazy.
every
That's crazy.
individual,
it's
the
crazy.
lingo, the language, the
Right.
style, the
Right.
jewelry, everything.
Everything.
If you hit delete, think about how we would be robbed, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Like, y'all are fucking living legends. You know, and like 40 said, veterans and relevant at the same time as we get to see this weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
you're right.
you got something with Snoop tomorrow. So is there a
Yeah.
collab that's going down?
Yeah, with the
Snoop
t-shirt.
Dogg?
Yeah, with the shirt. Yeah, with you got like a nice shirt collab. I'm gonna be over there at the Snoop joint.
Yeah, man. So
yeah,
I guess that would be kind of like a meet and greet that's going down at Snoop Dogg Clothing. So that'd be dope as hell, man. That's from 1 to 2.
Right.
And then also, man, where Chuck at? Bring Chuck in here from Honor Flow. Chuck from Honor Flow, get in here. Now, one of our guys, he does our production as far as, like, you know, cutting and doing everything. But he has a group called Honor Flow.
Oh, okay.
And they're performing tomorrow. They're going to be over at Rhyme Fest. Now, you're headlining.
Yeah.
They're footlining.
Yep.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So
We're on early.
Yeah, so
Right.
For one, you probably may still be at the Snoop event. When Chuck is on.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay,
But I
okay.
just wanted
Wow.
him to meet you
Yeah.
and
Oh,
say
man.
hello. You know how sometimes when people be like, yeah, man, you know, we open for Wu, you be like, man, we didn't see you. Know.
Right.
Hey, man, we did a show with you, man, in Des Moines.
No, I get that.
Man.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
man, I was probably still at the hotel. What time do y'all going for
3
Honor
o'clock.
Fest?
3 o'clock. Gates are at 2.
Is this an Honor
Yes,
Flow voice you just put on?
sir.
This?
It's different.
Man, I'm in promotion. I'm in production mode right now. I'm in promotion mode, bitch.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
3 o'clock tomorrow. We dropped a brand new album today too. Magic and Madness.
Congratulations to you,
Yes.
man.
Magic and Madness.
Magic and Madness.
Yeah,
Congratulations
man.
on that, King.
Period.
Thank you, Ghost.
sir,
Appreciate
baby.
that, bro.
Hey man,
Keep it going.
this probably the next
Yeah.
one coming.
Yeah.
This probably the next one coming.
That's the
Wow.
plan. That's
Hey,
the plan.
Magic and Madness.
Yeah. So you're headlining.
Right.
So yeah, you probably won't be there that early. Nah,
Nah.
you definitely be there at 3 o'clock.
We'll tag you on Instagram, Ghost.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, man.
He's throwing darts. He's throwing darts.
Yeah, I'll just tag you, bro. Don't
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He'll take because
Right.
there's no need for you to show up that early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't know if you're allergic to direct sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, word.
man.
Nah, it's crazy.
But yeah, just tag them in,
Yeah,
man.
tag-
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Got you.
Let me
Got
see
you.
Are
that.
you staying the whole
I'm there the
day at
whole
Rhyme
day.
Fest?
Whole day.
I heard
Whole
that.
day. So I'll see you somewhere
Well, you know
back
they
there.
cut the passes at a certain time too. You know what I'm saying?
I got peoples. I got peoples. Make sure I got my stuff.
You know,
That's
you're
right.
at these festivals. You know.
Yeah, it gets deep.
And if not, I'll be in the back, big. I'll just sneak behind the gate or something, you know.
Right.
Ain't my first time sneaking in the back.
Don't. And please, we'll do this just for the neighborhood. Don't do this where you see Ghostface tomorrow. Like Ghost. It's me, Chuck. On the floor.
Yeah. Me and Five.
I was with him yesterday.
Yeah.
I was just with Ghost yesterday, man. What you talking about?
Hey, yo, I'm telling you straight on.
Yeah.
People do that all the time, yo.
Yeah, man.
Word.
Yeah, hey, man.
Yeah, I gotta keep my head strght just walking.
Yeah.
I don't hear nothing.
Hey, man, got AirPods in your ear that's
All
not even
that.
hooked up.
All that.
Yeah, see you later.
But no, congratulations to you and
Thank
your
you,
team,
man.
man.
Exactly.
No, that's
Exactly.
huge, man. And y'all do make good music, man.
Thank
But
you, man.
All right, can you
I'll
leave. You leave now? Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, Big is on the album too, by the way.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are.
Did I clear anything?
Yes, you did.
okay.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I remember doing something.
Clear some-
Like-
I
That's
remember
it.
doing something.
That's it.
Oh, okay. What did I do?
You have an interlude on there.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is. Man. Well,
Period.
thank you for putting me on the album, man.
No, thank you for clearing
You
it.
still gonna stay in here, huh? It's Ghostface.
No, I'm gone.
Okay,
I'm gone.
so
We're gonna cut the audio.
we
one.
trying to
I'm
wrap.
out.
We trying to wrap up with Ghostface, bro.
Wow.
Hey man. And it's crazy, dude, because when Ghost walked in, he was like, "Hey, is that kid from Honor Flow?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, I'm a fan." He was like,
What's
"You interviewing him too?"
Wow.
Yeah, he worked with us, man. That's
man.
crazy, man.
Nah, that's
Who would have
beautiful,
thought that
bro.
I would have Ghostface from Wu Tang Clan and Chuck from Honor Flow at the same time?
Wow.
Wow.
This is-
Wow.
Is this?
See?
Is this?
Iconic, legendary.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's
man.
how the Most High work, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, you never
Just
know.
seeing y'all
Yeah.
sit together,
Right.
I was like, my Lord, man, I am witnessing one legend in here.
Wow. Oh, shit. Darts.
No, man.
No.
Thank you for coming into the
Nah,
neighborhood,
yo, it's
brother.
great. Yo, listen, man. Anytime, brother, man.
All right, we see
I
you
respect
tomorrow.
you for everything that you did for this culture, man.
you, bro.
And you know what I mean? I see all the pictures you got. You know what I mean?
Yes,
For
sir.
all these years, Chris sitting over there.
Yeah, man.
It's like, yo, man, continue it, man. Just keep
God
it
willing,
going.
bro.
God willing. That's right. That's it right.
And you the same, bro. And
Thank
I'm
you, my
telling
brother.
you,
I
man.
appreciate you.
Thank you for your energy.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for everything that you have given to me. Thank you for
Thank you.
having me create
Thank
visuals that took me away from a lot of different things, man.
Right.
And I thank you
Welcome,
guys,
man.
bro. And like I said, man, you are a veteran and relevant at the same damn time.
Right.
And
Thank you so much.
congratulations to you on your success.
Thank you so
and
much.
may God give you many more. And whatever
Thank
that
you, brother.
success means to you,
Right.
health,
Yes.
family, whatever it is, man. I
Yes.
wish you the
Yo,
best on
All
that.
praises likewise.
There it is, Ghostface
Appreciate you.
Killah
Yo,
in the
yo.
neighborhood, big
Neighborhood,
boy.
baby. Neighborhood.